over because when the roll over, roll. Okay, we here now. Listen, I think I know your top five games,
Uh-oh.
and if you switched it up, as I look, matter of fact, put your hands down. Put your hands up right now. 'Cause I make sure you don't switch it up. I want to make sure you only switch your top five games up. I think I know your top five
I'll
games.
show it right here to
I'll,
Steph. I've already see all my top five games are right there on the sheet.
I see him.
All right, there he goes. There you go. I switched. I never switched it.
I got you, Dennis.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. I think I got him. This
You
time.
think you got him? Okay. You think you got
I
him?
think I got him.
All right.
We got him
All
this
right.
time. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here on the Buc Flair Show. You're gonna see us periodically, time to time. We're gonna be sharing a lot because it's the early morning edition Buc Flair Show, and we will be back at y'all on Wednesday, late night Wednesday. Cooking turkey. That's what we're gonna call it. Cooking turkey.
Cooking
turkey.
Late night cooking turkey. What's that show you do? Why Wednesdays? Are you still doing that one on Wednesday?
Yes, I do. Still do Wild Wednesdays. Biggest show on the network.
So we'll be coming on after Wild Wednesday on Wednesday night for all the upcoming games. There's no buys next week. Remember, that's what I said. It was kind of weird the way the NFL has been playing out this season.
Put your hands up right now. Yeah, it's no buys. It's week 13, right?
Week 13 is no buys next week, and in the final week 14, we have, I think, six more teams on the bye, and then after that it starts fantasy playoffs. Week 15 start around the country. That's when everybody really gets going. I know some people are going to be in it, and some people ain't going to be in the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
I'm looking at him right now. He's looking.
I'm one of them. Yeah,
I'm looking right at you right now. I'm looking. Now you got a chance in our group. That's what makes it funny. I said this is great. It's like so much parity in our league or whatever. So it's like unreal how close it is between the last playoff spot. Forrest even said, Dan, we got 3 weeks left of the season and all 12 players are still alive for the playoffs. I was like, damn. I said, that's late. Usually we got somebody eliminated by now, at least one player.
Somebody. I was supposed to be eliminated because I think I took 7 losses straight.
Yep.
Or 6 losses. 6 losses straight.
No, you lost 7 in a row. Then you won 3 straight. Then you ran into the almighty Buc Flair.
Now I ran into you. You happen to have one of the fucking craziest weeks ever. Every time I run into you, your players say, I got you, Buck. I ain't gonna let him get you. Fuck out of here.
And then I play a hardcore Heron this week and shit, and he's just like, God damn it, your kicker scored more than Najee Harris did. He had Najee Harris going against Cleveland, and I had Chris Boswell for Pittsburgh. I got more points from my kicker than he did his running back. So he's kind of – I said, hey, come on now. It's already – then he has Devontae Smith on his team, and he was ruled out. He had to put in a wide receiver from Tennessee, so we'll see how he does. The one that caught that 98-yard touchdown pass against Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, Westbrook.
Yeah, so I was tripping out. Let me see if I see you on Facebook yet. Okay, Dennis's crazy parlay.
Yeah, I got a crazy parlay. My 1 o'clock game is crazy.
Oh, you got a parlay going?
I got a parlay going. 5-teamer, $5 money line. All money line. Oh, even somebody already commented on it. Yeah, Emil said, come on, Den. And you know they ain't gonna hurt. Here's the money line I got. I got the Colts winning. I got the Carolina Panthers winning. I got the Giants winning. I got the Cowboys winning. And I got the Bears winning. All money line for $5.
You got the Panthers winning?
Got the Panthers winning.
Not on the show, I hope. Not on the show, I hope.
No. I think you
not on the show, I hope. I pray to God you don't. Yeah.
Well, wait. Who did y'all take this week? Survivor pool.
Oh, Survivor pool. We took Washington and Miami this week. We took them early. This is the first time we ever felt comfortable in taking them early. Didn't even think about flip-flopping. I thought about taking Houston over Tennessee. I said, no, after what happened Thursday, I said the division game, I'm just going to stick with Washington and Dallas, and then I'll stick with Miami and the Patriots or whatever. So, yeah, here we are again talking about division games and shit. I had a feeling Cleveland was going to win that game. Almost changed my picks, you know what I mean? But I just said,
It didn't surprise me, but to my good fellow there, Marcus Betts, because me and Marcus Betts, we go back and forth on certain situations, and he believes this and I believe that. There's no way. Now I don't even want to get too critical. Let me just let people know. There's no way a division game can be a trap game. There's no way. All right. That's an opponent that you see twice a year. That cannot be a trap game. Now, there's a such thing as a schedule loss. I've heard that one before, where you could be scheduled to lose because of the way your schedule is set up, and the person you playing over here just came off a bye, and now you playing somebody. You over there, you just played, twice in 10 days. This is a possible schedule loss, but no, there is no division game as a trap game. If you ain't prepared to play your division, then you just ain't prepared to play.
Well, there's one stat out there that I'm going to disagree with you on, and I tried to find it. I tried to find it before I changed my pick, and I didn't find it until after the game was over with or whatever. And if I'd known that, I probably would have took my thing. The Steelers have never won a road divisional Thursday night football game. Never. 0-8 all time and 0-6 under Mike Tomlin. Tomlin is 2-9 on the road on Thursday night football. So if I'd have known that stat before the Browns game, I probably would have took Cleveland. I was looking for it because not only were they playing on Thursday night football against a division team, but anytime they play the Baltimore Ravens and they have a game after that, what's their record after they play a tough physical team like that? I think a team, they break down for some reason. The next week, they always seems to break down because it's such a hard physical game. You know that.
Yeah.
Think about the days when Titans, Eddie George used to play the Ravens and stuff, and the Ravens and them used to battle. It seemed like all of them used to always lose the next week because it was such a tough physical game. So
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. It's just rough, but I'll be hearing Steelers fans talk. They make it sound like they're the only ones that had to play 2 division games in 5 days. We had to play the Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. We had to play 2 division games.
Yeah, I mean, that's stupid. You should be able to play your division. I mean, hell, at the end of the season, they always play. I mean, we got Saints and the Panthers back-to-back last 2 games of the season or whatever.
Yeah, but you ain't got them twice in 5. You ain't got them twice in 5 days. That was the thing. They was like, we played 2 division games twice in 5 days.
Oh.
Like we did the same thing just last week.
Well,
we just got to know how to win both of them.
A lot of that had to do with Cleveland and Cincinnati going to be on Thursday night, and they flexed that game already. They got rid of that game, and they flipped it to the Chargers and the Broncos now.
Oh yeah, that's a good division game right there.
Yeah, so they flipped that game to and then they put them on. Now they play on Sunday, so now they'll have a longer thing when they play or whatever now. But the Chargers and Broncos, since they're kind of controlling the AFC West playoff thing right now, that's going to be interesting to see how that game plays out. So there's a lot of interesting things because really there's only 2 teams out there, and they said this, at least one team right now that has a losing record makes the playoffs every year. Last year there was 2 teams that did it. Tampa Bay was one of them. We were 4-6.
Y'all had a losing record?
We were 4-6 and we made the playoffs last year.
Oh, okay. Y'all had a losing record around this time. Then y'all made the playoffs. Okay.
I think it's happened like 15
because we had a winning record. We had a winning record, and I think we won one game out of the last 7.
Yeah, you guys were like 10-1, and then you was like end up being 11-6 or something like that.
11-6. Yeah, we went bad.
Yeah,
That's why now, that time off is like a second bye for us. This time off and everything, we get rejuvenated. We getting healthy. We don't have Devontae Smith, but I think he took off for his birthday first.
Yeah, people just text me left and right saying we can't see the show. I just told them, I said, I said, go to YouTube, I guess, because I just shared it in the sports.
Yeah, they got to go to the YouTube. Matter of fact, here, I'm going to send you to YouTube. Since they texted you saying that, I'm going to send you to YouTube.
Send me the YouTube link, and I'll send it. I'll send it out to the guys and whatever that's texting me in the chat saying I just tagged Steph in it too as well. She probably can't see it neither. She ain't looked at her phone. She's busy.
We're gonna get it together. Yeah, you got an assistant today. You know what I mean? Got me link.
Yeah, Pittsburgh always play good on Monday Night Football. They got one of the better Monday Night Football records. Yeah, this content isn't available right now. I said that to Brandon. I said, you're going to have to accept the Ravens somehow. When we share the Ravens thing, you're going to have to make it available. He said he did, but
all right, there you go. You go. It's in your messenger. Now you can send that back out to everybody.
Okay.
And you're just gonna have to follow the YouTube page. Tell them to subscribe to the YouTube page.
Okay.
Because we also got this show that's coming up on Wednesday night. Like I said, we cook a turkey. So we're gonna be up Wednesday night cooking turkey. Talking to y'all, cook a turkey.
Okay. Subscribe to the YouTube show. There you go. So let me send this out right quick.
Yeah, we can see all the comments from YouTube, so you'll be good.
2, 3, 4, and then where's he at?
Dennis is tripping tonight.
Yep, that's it right there. Dennis is tripping at night. It's like they're probably thinking we in England now. Shit, since it's morning time. Dennis is tripping tonight. We over in England. Yeah. Bashing ain't nobody bashing your coach. We bashing the Steelers record on fucking Thursday Night Football against a divisional opponent. They haven't won.
Yeah, I actually like Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
I like Mike Tomlin, but I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not one of the ones that's gonna sit there and say, he's never had a losing record. I ain't gonna sit there and see.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he was going for that too, because if he'd have done that, then he would have, been happy once again. He'll do that. He'll do that in I would say probably in a couple weeks. He ain't doing it next week. They play Cincinnati next week.
Oh, so they got 3 straight division games. Ooh.
Yeah. They got to play.
But they haven't played a division opponent at all. That's right.
Yeah. Their schedules. Their schedule and Buffalo's schedule is really going to tell the tale of the tape coming down the stretch. So is the 49ers schedule. I mean, because really there's so many. I'm watching so many analysis now that think 49ers ain't even going to make the goddamn playoffs now.
No, they done lost 3 division games.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of
and they got one this week. I mean, not this week, but I mean they got one coming. Well,
yeah,
they playing Green Bay this week.
They got to play Arizona, and they got to play Arizona and the Rams still, and they got a losing record because they've lost to Seattle, the Rams, and the Cardinals. So they're 1-3 in their division right now. 49ers are. So yeah, so they got a tough battle with Brock Purdy being out this week. Yeah, that was probably the biggest controversy this week we had was the fact that Brock Purdy missed this game, and so many people had put in their picks. Then they changed.
Brock Purdy not playing this week. So who's the backup quarterback? Who's the starting quarterback today?
You didn't know that? That's the biggest news this
week.
No,
I heard that. What's number 97? I heard number 97 wasn't playing.
Bosa's not playing. Trent Williams is a game time decision. The offensive lineman. He's the offensive lineman, game time decision. So so they got all this stuff going on. But Brandon Allen, he's a 30-year-old guy. He started with the Broncos. Remember during that drama with I don't know who was there.
I definitely want to watch this San Fran game now.
Well, it's the game of
I
the week
definitely
on
want to watch
Fox.
this game. Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon Allen's the quarterback, so actually it's funny because I told Steph I was going to change my fantasy team to the Jalen team this week.
Oh yeah, you got Jay.
Think about how many J's I have on my team. I should just call myself Dr. Buck J or Dr. J Buck or something like that, because I've got Jalen Hurts, I got Jalen Waddle, I got who's the other Jalen I got?
I don't know.
Jalen Reed. I got Jalen Reed. I got
Yeah.
Jordan Love. I got Jordan Love. I got Josh Jacobs. I benched Josh Jacobs this week, by the way. Just let people know that, because I had too many J's on my team. I said, I can't play all these J's. I can't even remember. I got other J's on my damn team. Oh, Josh Palmer on Monday Night Football, since Lad McConkey might not be playing. That's big news too as well. So if they don't have McConkey, they're going to have to find somebody else to start throwing the ball to come Monday Night Football. So, but let's get started on these games. I'm going to start out with Houston and Tennessee. Did you have that as a top 5 game?
No.
How you see this division?
Tennessee
how you see this game? How you see this divisional game going out?
Tennessee ain't worth a damn. Houston should win this game, but they're not gonna win it by a lot. They ain't gonna do like they did the Cowboys. They ain't gonna win it by a lot. I'm gonna say on this game it's gonna be 26-17. Houston.
26-17. I actually got it being 34-13. Come on, Nico. That's all I'm gonna say. Come on, Nico. Do your thing.
Nico is the man. I mean, before he got injured, Nico was he was leading the
league in
receiving.
Yep.
Before he got injured.
Yep. So come on, Nico. Next game is going to go to one of our locks of the week, the Dolphins and the Patriots. Like Drake May a lot. It's tough.
But I see him getting 21. I see him getting 21 points. So I see final score being 31-21.
31-21. And I actually got the Dolphins winning because I think Tyreek Hill is going to have an explosive game this week, or Jalen Waddle. I picked you up on the waiver wire. Somebody actually cut you this week. Thank you, whoever cut Jalen Waddle on the waiver wire.
Yeah, see the waiver wire for the Yahoo doesn't beep on my phone like the waiver wire for ESPN.
Yeah.
When somebody drops somebody on ESPN, I know immediately.
Oh, okay. So, Sharon said give it a score. Who'd you have? Houston, Tennessee.
I gave it to Buc Flair. I ain't.
Okay. Let me see.
I sent it to you.
Okay.
You know, you can type your score.
You can type your score.
You could type your score. We can just put it right here. Right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna look on the phone.
Oh, she's got it 24-13. That's why she was excited. She almost had it. I just got it being 34-13. So yeah. So anyway, he said the Dolphins would win 31-21. Sharon said that the Dolphins would win 28-21. And she said she working. She had the grocery store. She working. So, and I said that they're gonna win 33-17. 33-17. So there you go.
I can hear her now. I ain't at no damn grocery store. I can hear her now. I ain't no damn.
She said she working. I said she at the grocery store. But anyway, she probably got her robe on and got her hair all put up. Got all her hair pulled all up and everything, and walk around the grocery store, get some groceries for Sunday cooking. You ain't lying to me talking about I'm working on Sunday. It's the South. They don't work on Sunday in the South.
She getting that OT. She's getting that OT in. The OT is around that, around the holidays.
Yeah. But oh my goodness. But anyway, so let's hope that falls through. There's only 17 now because somebody took the Steelers on Thursday Night Football in our league in the Survivor Series. I thought more of them would actually.
It's only 7. You said it's only 7 teams now?
No, 17. 17 people.
Well, you had me excited. I was about to say, it's only 7
he's like,
people?
yes. So 17, we haven't lost anybody. Nobody's been eliminated the last 2 weeks. It's been sitting at 18 for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Y'all been it's been smooth. I see this being an upset week. I said this was gonna be an upset week, and Ace the MVP says it's gonna be an upset week.
Well, after that Thursday night game, I was starting to think about it. But you look at some of these games, this was probably one of the easiest weeks to me to kind of look at the games and go, well, they should win. You know what I mean? But we'll see if it turns into upset week or not. Now let's go over to the Chiefs and Panthers. Since you got Panthers on a parlay.
I got the Panthers on a parlay winning.
On a parlay, but on the Buc Flair Show, you're going to say what?
I'm going to take the Chiefs barely. Barely. The Chiefs going to barely win.
What you got to winning by?
I'm going to say the final score going to be 20-17.
Ooh, 20-17, a close game.
Close. It's going to be a close game.
Sharon's got it being 28. Sharon's got it 28-10, and I actually got the score 34-13.
What is up with you with the 34-13 thing? What's going on?
Hey, 34-13. Now you starting to think about some things now. It's tricking in his head. 34-13. And I will say this. This is probably going to be Pacheco coming back. So interesting to see how this plays with Kareem Hunt.
Pacheco, he's not playing this game. He's ruled out.
They did? They ruled him out?
Yeah, they ruled him out.
Okay, so that means I think I picked up Kareem Hunt in one of the leagues. Somebody dropped his ass. So I'm going to have to go back and check my fantasy lineup because I said if whoever dropped his ass was stupid because, they think that Hunt's not going to do nothing. But when he does come back, give him a two-headed monster again in that backfield. I hate to say it, boy. And D-Hop didn't do nothing last game against Buffalo. So this is a D-Hop game. I said Nico in my other 34-13 game, and now I'm saying D-Hop in my Chiefs game, 34-13.
I hear that.
Okay. All right. So right now we on a roll. Me and you have picked the same winners this week so far. Let's just get it out of the way. Washington and Dallas. Dallas 12-4 over the last 16 games against Washington, which scares me, but this is my lock of the week. They had a week. They had about 10 days off to rest. I'm hoping that plays into Jaden Daniels' ribs resting, but I watched Dallas on Monday night, Dennis. They might be the worst team in the league. They might be the worst team in the league. They could, unless Houston's defense was that good that made them look like shit, because all the white Cowboy fans claim Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott. So all I know is that if he comes out and balls this week, and we know how Washington defense is, it's kind of iffy to me still, but they're coming around in that Dan Quinn system. So
Frank Louvu adds a different dimension to that defense. I actually like the way he's balling. And Bobby Wagner as well.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner.
They're waiting for Marshawn Lattimore.
Yes, he's out this week. They ruled him out this week. I was hoping he'd play this week, but they ruled him out this week.
But what I wanted to know was what happened to Forbes, the other corner Forbes that they just drafted last year.
I told you he was a bust.
Buc Flair ain't no such thing.
Man, they took him in, that's why he ain't there no more. Ron Rivera, he drafted his ass. That was a third round talent. He took him in the first round and shit, and they put him out there to play. He was getting burned. So yeah. Right now it's the Michigan guy that they pick on now for Washington, the Sanastrell or whatever his name is. In the Washington secondary, they pick on him now, and he actually played pretty good.
What's his number?
0, something like that, in the secondary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they was picking.
My favorite now. Now my favorite corner that played for Washington is St. Jude.
Yeah,
I like him.
I like him too.
That's my guy. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Al Harris.
He reminds you of Zion McCollum. That's who he reminds
me. No, he reminds me of Al Harris. Always getting a little bit too physical. Always getting unnecessary penalties. but he's always right there. He remind me of Al Harris. That's what he remind me of.
Yeah. Well, they said that, even Steph and I talk about it. I said, why don't they just go ahead and fire Mike McCarthy and put somebody else in charge this last few weeks? The man's gonna get fired, but he ain't on the contract.
He ain't gonna get fired. He just ain't gonna get his contract renewed. So it's a respectable. We appreciate your service, but we moved on.
Yeah. So that's probably.
I've been fired like that before when they told me that the company was going in a new direction. That's how they fired me one time. They told me the company was going in a new direction.
Well, he got fired by the Packers, even though that, he had there was 3 games left in the season. They fired his after he lost to Arizona. So who knows?
Honestly, it's crazy because I'm gonna send you that clip. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna send you that clip. I'm gonna tell you
something else. If the Cowboys lose on Thanksgiving Day to the Giants, don't be surprised if Jerry Jones pulled the string.
Yeah, he'll fire him then.
Yeah, he said, here's a team, and this is why it always kills me, because when teams play on Thanksgiving Day, like today, they got to have storylines. I keep telling you, Dennis, they got to have storylines for a team to play like they're doing on Thursday and Friday Friday during the day now next week too as well. On Black Friday, they got games on Black Friday now too as well. So they got to have storylines to get people. They got to have storylines to get people to watch it. You know what I mean? So that's why it kind of intrigues me. The Chiefs and the Panthers, and the Raiders and the Broncos, because the Chiefs and Raiders are playing on Black Friday, and they got to have a story for that. So it's either going to be Pacheco coming back, or either the Raiders might upset the Broncos this week, or the Chiefs might lose to the Panthers, something like that. So they got to have a story for that Friday game. And the same thing with Thursday coming up. Nobody's thinking about Giants and Cowboys this week. They got the story already about Danny Jones is not going to be the quarterback. He's been released, so they'll have that to talk about all game long. Tony Romo and them, they'll be talking about that shit and then Danny Jones is going to sign with somebody, they say, on Monday. So they got all that shit to talk about. So, but how you see the Washington and Cowboys game going out?
Now, y'all took Washington, so I'm supposed to be sitting here taking Washington with y'all. But
yes, sir.
In my heart of hearts, the Cowboys gonna win this game.
Cowboys gonna win the game.
Cowboys gonna win this game. 17-14, Cowboys.
17-14. He's taking the Cowboys. Yeah, I know it. He's not supposed to do that on Survivor Series. He's supposed to agree with us all. Last week he said something. What did he say last week? What was it last week? Oh, he took the Bears over the Packers, and he almost broke our hearts.
He almost won, though.
He almost won. And I was like, oh, motherfucker. I think that's before we put in our picks, too, because I was like, I didn't know if he was going to stick with it. He stuck with Green Bay on Sunday morning. He said, no, I'm leaving at Green Bay. I was like, oh, block field goal. I said, that motherfucker took
block field goal. You got to be kidding me. A block field goal?
A block field
goal. Green Bay losing to San Fran.
He had Minnesota during the Jacksonville game, which was a 12-7 ball game.
Yeah.
Then he had Kansas City against Denver, which came down to a block field goal. I mean, goddamn, talk about surviving. I mean, I told him, I said, oh my God, you lucky motherfucker for us. You picking these guys. I said, you might be helping us win it this year. Nick, shout out to Nick. But I got the Commanders winning 27-9. I still don't think Dallas can score a touchdown unless it's a kickoff return.
Well, they only gonna win because this game is not at their house. That's the only reason they're gonna win. See, if this game was in Dallas, Dallas lose. They can't win at home.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy that Cincinnati plays Dallas at home before Tampa Bay gets there, because I keep saying, I said, oh God, I don't want to be the first team to lose to the Cowboys in that stadium and shit this year. Break that damn jinx, because Tampa Bay got to play them on Monday Night Football.
Oh, you think Cincinnati going to lose to the Cowboys?
No, I said Cincinnati play them, but the Giants play them too on Thanksgiving Day. So I was just like, I hope Dallas breaks that streak and win a home game before Cincinnati or my ass fucking get there to play them and shit, because I can just see that now, trying to win a damn game at home. So yeah. But I got them winning 27-9. Dan Quinn gets his revenge. Yeah, I just got a feeling Washington's going to win this game. I don't know if they're going to wear white jerseys, though. I'm interested to see if they're going to put on the white jerseys in Washington. and make Dallas wear that sorry ass blue color. You know it? Because Washington usually sometimes they wear red at home,
No,
but
they home.
sometimes
They
they
wearing
switch it up.
yeah, they
Sometimes
do
they
switch
switch.
it up. You is right.
Yeah.
They should go black. But I guess they say the black for the night game.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I haven't seen any of the morning shows yet with them. Usually they show them warming up on the sidelines, all that kind of stuff. And you can tell.
Newsflash. This is the morning show. Newsflash. This is the morning show. This is the morning show. You're
Morning
gonna be
show.
drinking coffee on the show from here on out. This is the morning show.
Yeah, morning show. Shout out to Folgers. Folgers.
No, we don't drink Folgers. That's crap.
Folgers. We don't drink Folgers. I was just told. So yeah, shout out to Walmart and Sharon at the grocery store. Thanks for sending me this coffee, Sharon.
She gonna say it again. I ain't at no damn grocery store.
All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this Lions-Colts game. I hope you didn't have it as a top 5 game. I bet you did.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you how I knew your top 5 games. When I looked at the schedule, your top 5 games are not played at 1:00. Like I'll be damn.
I'm just looking. I'm just keep my mouth shut. But anyway, anyway, all right. Anyway, let's get this Lions and Colts game.
Lions and Colts. Let's get it. I'm gonna take the Colts, man. Take the Colts.
You taking the Colts?
But yeah, the Lions just had a blowout. They feeling themselves. You know, they offensive coordinator. Everybody just speaking so highly about him and shit like that. But the Colts, on the other hand, if you look at the Colts defense, they got 3 players in the top 10 in tackles on their team. I'm here to tell you, man, that the Colts defense is what it is, man. And if they keep running the ball with JT and let AR get a little freaky, they win this game. They beat the Detroit Lions. Taking the Colts. AR5. I'm gonna get a little freaky on them. Just remember I said that.
All right. Yeah, in the beginning of the week, I thought about this game, and I said, a lot of people are picking this game to be the highest scoring game of the week. What do you got the score being?
Take the Colts win this game. They got a 27-24. They got to put it up.
27-24. Sharon's got them winning 32-17. I actually
she got the Lions winning, right?
Yeah, she got the Lions winning 32-17. Dennis is taking the Colts as an upset. Especially this is the first time I think they've been a big dog like this at home, 7.5. I think they might have been a 9-point dog to the Bills when they played at home, but Flacco was quarterbacking then. I just, Colts defense ain't showed up. They let Aaron Rodgers and them score 27 points last week against them. I just can't see the running game with Gibbs and Montgomery and Amon St. Brown and Goff playing indoors. There's only one team that can beat Detroit, and that's Tampa Bay, and they proved that already.
Yeah, so that's right. Y'all were the only team that beat Detroit, Tampa Bay.
And every time I keep looking at this tiebreaker shit, every time the Lions win, the Bucs playoff chances continue to grow higher because the strength of schedule comes into play with all these tiebreakers that's going to possibly go down for this wild card in the NFC.
And if Atlanta keep fucking up like they fucking up, y'all they fuck around, hand y'all the division.
Well, that's true. But Atlanta's. I'm just gonna keep quiet for a little bit, Ron. I keep telling you they celebrated the Super Bowl when they beat us, so I'm just gonna keep quiet on that one because I'm hoping that Kurt continues to be the quarterback when he comes here to Minnesota in a couple of weeks because that's what the fans want to see. And the way he's been playing lately, and the way I see Raheem Morris on that sideline, Michael Penix is just sitting there. Michael Penis. I keep saying it. I got to call him Michael Penis. I can't say his last name. But anyway, I got the Lions winning. It's not my high scoring game of the week, but I do got the Lions putting up 30 points like Sharon. I think it's going to be 37-27. Colts lose by 10. Maybe score a garbage touchdown there late. Look for Richardson to hit Pierce on a long bomb like he does. He always seems to find Alex.
I think it's gonna be Mitchell. I think it's gonna be Mitchell this time.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that guy, man. He had a great. He was one of my little sleeper wide receivers I was looking at, but it's kind of like him and Romeo Aduze or whatever. Both of them have been kind of busty.
Oh, they rookies.
Huh?
They rookies.
So is Malik Neighbors. So is Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, but only difference with Mitchell, he had to go in and out of two different quarterbacks on that situation. So I can see why he ain't, and I think he don't run the full route tree, period, too. That's another thing.
Yeah,
Rome Meduzi on the other hand,
some of those Colts games, he made some drops that are pretty critical for the Colts too as well.
He did against the Texans week 1. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, he made some drops. But anyway,
Rome Meduzi on the other hand, he's in a crowded wide receiver room. That's the only excuse I got for him. He's in a crowded wide receiver room. Now, another reason that I took the Colts is because the Lions defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, has a problem with mobile quarterbacks. If you remember, when they played the Chicago Bears, he had a problem having Justin Fields under control. Justin Fields ran wild on him. So that's why I see AR getting a little freaky.
They're missing their linebacker this week too.
Who?
Detroit is. Anzalone or whatever his name is. Anzalone.
Oh, that's too many. They don't know.
Yeah.
They're missing too many defensive players. Hold up.
They're missing Anzalone too as well. So that's another big concern I was gonna have about.
Let's go, Coach. What do the Colts say for a hype up? What they say?
Go horse. Go horse. You act like a porno star over there if you want to. Go horse. Go ahead.
He said,
go horse. Yeah, that's right. Put that on your background now on the white wall back there. Go horse. You might get more women. You might get more women in your inboxes in on the show now. Shit.
Yeah, you say go horse.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I hate to break it to you. Next game I'm gonna talk about is the Broncos and the Raiders. It did not make my top. Did not make my top 5 game of the week.
It ain't on mine either.
Okay. All right. And this is the last game before I get into my top 5 games.
I'm just letting you know.
This is my last game before I get to my top 5 games. So you might actually hit this, but you said something earlier. So I don't know if you switching something up or not. Because you said something earlier. You said I know none of the early games made your top 5 games.
But that Broncos and Raiders, I didn't put that on there.
Okay. Well.
Oh no, that is a 1:00 game. You are right about that. Yeah, you're right. That is a 1:00 game. Oh. Let's see what you mean. That is one.
Yeah.
Well, BJ put them on the sides. That's why I was like, you'll see what I mean. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. All right. I was like, okay. All right. Talk about me changing my picks, and all of a sudden, like, I know none of your games are in the top 5 at 1:00. Oh, okay. So anyway, Broncos and Raiders. How you see this game going out? Now this right here,
Broncos. They had another.
This could be one of the games that could be a shocker. But go ahead. What you got this game?
What you about to say? The Raiders? What? No, I'm taking the Broncos. And Caleb Williams looking like. I'm sorry, Bo Nix is doing enough to have an argument for Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Jaden Daniels won Rookie of the Year already. I mean, it's already a lock on that one. I don't care if Bo Nix, takes them to the playoffs too as well. What Jaden Daniels has done as far as passing percentage goes is unreal too as well. So, but yeah, I mean, he's up there. I mean, it's nice to talk about him. Steph's mad because she cut him in fantasy football when she had Bo Nix at a young stage of his career. And then he all of a sudden starts balling out and shit. She's like, kind of like me with Drake May. I had Drake May as a little backup player, and I dropped his ass, and he had a couple good games there. in fantasy. But what you got this Broncos Raiders game? I'm gonna tell you something about the Raiders though, before you make your prediction. I cannot believe how many players are out on their defensive side of the ball. They have got like four, I think 3 cornerbacks and a safety out this game. They are playing with guys off the practice squad in the secondary in this ball game. Whew. Man, if Bo Nix does throw the ball, if he's able to, I mean, some of these fantasy guys that just bug me the hell out of me because, like you said, and if they have a good fantasy, I'm going to just laugh at these guys because 2 players they said not to play this week, Javonte Williams and Jalen Waddle.
Well, Javonte Williams seems like he keep getting benched for the rookie.
But like last week he sure didn't. That motherfucker, I picked up that estimine or whatever thinking he was going to do something. He didn't do shit. Javonte Williams had the touchdowns, the carries, and everything. That's why I said you never can fucking trust Sean Payton when it comes to that kind of bullshit. So, yeah. It's like Taysom Hill. When he had to Taysom Hill, he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to play Taysom Hill at quarterback or whatever this week. Next thing you know, he comes out and he's playing quarterback and shit.
Mm-hmm. Taysom Hill did real good for me last week. Shout out to Taysom Hill. With this game right here,
41 fantasy points. Yeah, he did a hell of a job for you last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad Steph won her fucking fantasy game because she was mad because she wanted to pick up Taysom Hill, and I told her, no, don't pick up that motherfucker. And motherfucker, pick up commits. What I told her, she picked up commit for the Bears, 7 points, and Taysom got 41 fucking points. I'm glad she won. I was like, shit. Ain't nobody thinking about no Taysom Hill getting 41 fucking fantasy points.
Man, listen, he does this every year. Every year he has one game that he goes completely off on and is a cheat code. And I don't understand why people just don't pick him up just cause. Like at the worst, he's gonna get you a fucking regular tight end points, which is 7 points. Yeah. That's regular tight end points, 7 points.
Yeah,
so why not pick him up?
He's good to put in your flex because they got him listed as a quarterback tight end. You can put him in a quarterback tight end or whatever. You know what I mean?
I put him at tight end. I got so it's like having 2 quarterbacks. You got him, then you got your quarterback, then you got him at tight end. And then if you got a high value tight end like a Brock Bowers, who's leading all tight ends right now, is about to have an historic run, then that's when you go ahead and you put Brock Bowers there. But if you ain't got no high value tight end, right now, Taysom Hill is the average tight end. So you telling her not to pick him up was a bad move. I'm just letting you know.
Oh yeah. Well, that's me being a Saints fan. Yeah,
that is good. That's definitely you being a fan. Yeah. I'm taking the Denver Broncos to win this game. They're gonna win this game, and they're not gonna do a lot. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be 24-14. I can see the Raiders making it a game, but then they end up losing their league.
Yeah, they played them already this season, and I know the Broncos handling pretty good. So I know that's going to be, this is one of those games where I think Pierce's job, they signed him to a 3-year deal, but this is a game that Raiders had owned the Broncos. I think they won like 11 straight against them or whatever before they lost this year. So. Yeah, I think we all picked the Raiders last time they played against each other because it was early in the season. So now we changing our tune, and now we're picking the Broncos to win. I got the Broncos winning 27-16. I also want to mention Sam Laporta is back for the Lions this week too as well. So if you got him in fantasy, I know somebody does over there. The man that's got the horse over there, he got Laporta on the bench, I think. I don't know if he still got him on the bench or not this week. So I'm just giving you FYI, Laporta is back this week. Because I didn't know
I'll put him back on it.
I know last week
I
when
I
played.
Check my
that's
my fantasy.
You had, what's his name? You got Jonunu Smith or something like that, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, Jonunu Smith, yeah.
Yeah, you got Jonunu.
He scored a touchdown and threw the ball up in the air.
Yeah.
And it landed right there where his kids was at.
Ain't that crazy?
He didn't even know. He didn't even know his kids was there. He knew nothing about it. He just scored a touchdown and threw the ball because he was so excited. And it was a viral video of the ball landing right there where his kids is at.
I'll be damned. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, but I told you, I knew it when Laporta was out. I kept waiting for you. I said, oh, he was my hot fantasy tight end of the week because I I had to play against him too in another league, and I was like, this motherfucker done caught a touchdown early in the game. I think he ended up with about 13 or 14 points or something like that. So every tight end that Steph wanted to pick up did better than Cole Kmet. I will say that. She kept saying, I asked you about him. I asked you. I said, yeah. I said,
tight ends is for the last couple of years, tight ends has been real hard to like kind of judge. And I think I'm going to stop.
It's always been Kelsey, Laporta, and Kittle. That's the three. And
I think I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop drafting them so high because I took Brock Bowers in like the 11th round, and he outperformed Travis Kelce. So
steal. He was a steal. I had him, and then I was like, when that quarterback shit was going on there, then now he's like the hottest thing going out there. So. All right, top 5 games of the week now. Since Dennis,
come on, start with your bullshit. This is what I was waiting for. Start with your bullshit. Come on, ain't no way this game should be top 5. But I knew you had this game top 5. I forgot this was a 1:00 game. That was my thing. I'm like, he ain't got no 1:00 game.
Number 5 game of the week is a 4:25 game. By the way, it's the San Francisco 49ers against the Green Bay Packers, and the reason why it slipped down to a top 5 game is because of Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's not playing, so it still made the top 5.
Daniel Jones ain't playing.
Huh?
We'll wait till we get there.
Wait a minute. I see this. Now, I forgot that game did not make my top 5 list. The Bucs and the Giants. I forgot. We're going to talk about the Bucs and Giants. It did not make my top 5 list.
It didn't?
Said it was going to be on his. He just now, see, I coached him because he said no 1:00 game is going to be on you. Now, all of a sudden, he admitted now he got Bucs and Giants in his top 5. So, obviously, he's got Bucs and Giants in his top 5. But anyway, it did not make my top 5. So, Bucs and Giants did not.
So, what's your top?
Wait a minute. All this talk. See, Bucs and Giants did not make my top 5. So, shout out to BJ. Confusing Dennis. He done said it's on the side. Ain't no 1:00 game gonna be on the top 5 game. But anyway, Bucs and Giants did not make the top 5. Dennis, how you see this game going? Danny Jones is not there. Tommy DeVito's there. Sharon has Tampa Bay winning 24-17.
I agree. I agree with the same thing, but it wouldn't surprise me if Timmy the veto came and forget about it. Wouldn't surprise me. But I'll take y'all to win because y'all getting Mike Evans back.
Well, the bad news for us is that Tristan Wirfs ain't playing at left tackle, so we got to start that Skull guy against Brian Burns and Thibodeau. He's back, and I'm shaky on that game. But as long as the Bucs,
that's the thing.
Yes, yeah. But as long as the Bucs play defense today is what I'm looking for. I want to see some defensive effort. It's a must-win kind of situation. The temperature is like 50 degrees. It's 50 degrees there in New York. So I was happy about the weather being over 45 degrees.
This is a New York home game?
It's at Giants. It's a Giants Stadium. Yeah. They're going to be out there burning.
Y'all coming off a bye. I give y'all.
Both of us coming off a bye.
I agree with Sharon. 24-17. I agree with Sharon.
Yeah, I got it 23-13. That's what I got it being.
What's up with you 13? What's going on? What's up?
Yeah.
That's the third 13 you done said. What's going on with you 13?
23-13. He's catching on a little bit. But anyway, 23-13. Now I can get into my top 5 games. Dennis had that as his number 5 game of the week, obviously, Bucs and Giants. I don't know why I don't deserve to be in the top 5, as he told me about 5 minutes ago. I don't know why he had that as a top 5 game. But anyway, BJ must have had it because he said it was off to the side. But number 5.
No, BJ had the Broncos. He's always gonna put one of Derek's games in the top 5.
Okay.
You got the Vikings. 49ers, you got the Vikings and Bears.
49. What's that?
No, go ahead. I got it.
What's that? Wait a minute. Well, you got to figure it out a little bit now, huh? So 49ers and Packers. I originally had thought about this game being up there, even closer to the 1 or 2 spot, but with Brock Purdy being injured, I still kept it as a top 5 game because this is the 2 coaches that like to kiss each other, Kyle Shanahan and LaFleur. If you've never seen them, they like to go out. They kiss each other all the time on the cheek when they get done, finish playing and shit. They love each other. Tom Brady made that comment a week or so ago about LaFleur. I thought he was gonna get in trouble. Called him a beautiful man, and he spends $100 or $1,000 a week for his hair to get done. LaFleur does, to shave all his make his little beard and shit look nice or whatever, and his hair. He spent $1,000 a week on a haircut and shit. Damn, to make him look
Ain't
good.
no fucking way. Now when he loses his job, what's gonna happen?
Well, he ain't gonna pay $1,000 for a haircut then. So yeah, I was like, I thought Brady was gonna get a lot of fat, because he said he's a beautiful man, he's handsome. You know what I mean? They say the same thing about Danny Jones, but hey, he ain't got a job now.
Danny Jones is not hot. He's so gross.
You better stop that laughing. He be in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that'll be a dream come true. Danny Jones goes to Tampa Bay. I don't think Danny Jones is a bad quarterback. I've seen him play some good games, and I've seen him play some real bad games. But I just think to get out of New York is probably gonna be the best thing for him. Now Saquon, I seen play in college, and I always knew Saquon was my shit because he played with my Penn State boys, Chris Godwin and Trace Sorley and all them guys. So, yeah, I had no problem about Saquon being there in Penn State. But Danny Jones in college, I don't even remember Danny Jones in college. You know what I mean?
Well, Daniel Jones, I can see Daniel Jones going through the transformation like Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and Geno Smith. Yeah, I can see him going through that. I also can see Deshaun Watson. Getting passed around like a massage therapist. My bad. I meant just getting passed around.
Like a massage therapist. Man, we talked about that last night, matter of fact. Do you know that shit? Here they are cutting Danny Jones, $49 million salary cap hit. Right. And then even next year, they're going to get punished for that salary cap next year too as well.
After the Eagles took that $33 million hit, and I ain't just trying to say because it's my team, but I noticed after the Eagles took that $33 million hit, and then we still end up working everything out was good. Team started to look at that, was like, you know what? I might have to get rid of some trash.
Oh yeah, Carson Wentz. When y'all got rid of Carson Wentz,
got rid of Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that was a big dead cap hit for you guys too as well. But the Deshaun Watson situation is even worse, man. You talk about $175 million if they was to release that motherfucker. That ain't gonna happen. And then the next year after that is a $99 million salary cap hit. So I
thought he restructured. I thought they had him restructure his contract.
No, he's still on his guaranteed fucking money. He's starting to make all his money now.
He restructured his contract for the season start.
No, I'm looking at the contract he's got and what he's got on the dead cap with the Browns. The next 2 seasons, he is locked in, just like Aaron Rodgers is locked in with the Jets next year. Aaron Rodgers is a $49 million cap on the Jets next year. So, yeah, unless Aaron Rodgers retires, they're still going to have to spread out his money that he gets on or whatever. So, yeah. Robert talking about Jones going to sign with the Cowboys. Yeah, you better be watching that shit. They talking about he might be in Buffalo backing up fucking Josh Allen now, the way Josh Allen plays. So, yeah. Because they like him better than Mitch Trubisky there in Buffalo. But anyway, what you got this Packers game or whatever? Sharon had Green Bay winning 26-23.
I got San Fran winning even without Brock Purdy. Got San Fran winning this game. I'm gonna say 20-17. San Fran. How you liking that?
See there, you just lost your man card now. You went from the Colts, and then you go ahead and you pick the goddamn 49ers without Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said go horse, and now what you gonna say? Go skirts.
Bang bang Niner gang. That's the dumb shit they say. Bang bang Niner gang.
Bang bang
Niner gang. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna win without Brock Purdy, and then everybody's gonna notice that offense is the same.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I told Steph, said the only way San Francisco can win this game is CMC. CMC.
Kittle.
And well, she still got hopes for Kittle. That's her fantasy tight end. She got hope for Kittle. But anyway, I got Green Bay in a blowout. I think it's gonna be a blowout. Revenge game for Green Bay. They haven't looked good all year. San Francisco defense is still one of the top ones, but I think they put up some points here, 34-17. I got Green Bay in a blowout over the 49ers. Dennis probably go back and TikTok this shit if the 49ers win, knowing his ass. But yeah, number 4 game of the week is a 1:00 game. It's in Chicago. Dennis already looked at the schedule and said, "Oh, I fucked up." But yeah, it is a 1:00 game. Minnesota and the Chicago Bears. Right now, Sharon has Minnesota winning 24-10 over the Bears.
Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Dennis is taking the Bears now. They're sitting right here beside me now. But you're gonna say Bears, huh?
I hear you, Dennis.
Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Dennis, you did learn the lesson, didn't you? Done learn the lesson. He'll be back next week doing this right here. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again." He'll be back Wednesday night, right before Thanksgiving, doing this shit. But go ahead, you taking the Bears?
Wednesday night, we cooking. We prepping turkeys for Wednesday night. That's what we doing. We prepping turkey.
Prepping turkeys. Which team is going to be a turkey next week? All teams play next week.
Oh, such stupid games.
Yes. So, what's the Bears going to win by?
Oh, they winning by a field goal. They are winning by a field goal. It's going to be 23-20. It's not going to be nothing that's going to be extravagant. They are going to win a lucky game by a field goal. 23-20.
It's going to be a block field goal. Block field goal.
They block another field goal.
There you go. Yeah.
You're gonna sit back. You're gonna sit back and they're gonna look at Eberflus getting fired this year, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, he got fired because of 3 bad plays. He was 3 plays away from making the goddamn playoffs." That's what's gonna fucking happen. Watch. You'll see.
Well, I got Minnesota winning this game kind of handily. I think this is a Flores going against a rookie quarterback defense. The Vikings are still kind of healthy on defense. With Cashman, you'll notice the difference. When I left Minnesota and I went to Tampa Bay for that Ravens game, Minnesota lost.
It's because we played the Lions.
And then before I came back to the state of Minnesota, Minnesota played the Rams and Minnesota lost.
Lions hangover.
Ever since I've been back in fucking Minnesota, they haven't lost. So Steph says I can never leave Minnesota the rest of the year.
Did we not watch that same Minnesota team struggle with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Matt Jones as the quarterback?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. They won. I was here. I was in Minnesota. They won. They pulled it out like they normally do. They pulled it out. But if I would have been here, this team would be undefeated. That's what she's saying. If I'd have stayed here instead of going to Florida and down south, those 2 games that they lost, I was out of Minnesota. So now, since I've been back, Dennis, they haven't lost. I mean, I got to wear all these little shits, Minnesota shit during the games. The jinx can't stop and everything. If I go to work, I got to have this shit on my head and this on my body. You got to do the same shit you did since week 1. So, yeah. So, every time I was like, okay. So, every time I go to work, I got to have something to do with Minnesota on my body. But anyway, Minnesota, easy win, 31-16. Just easy win.
You say easy?
Easy win. Easy win.
Okay.
Bears fans are booing. They'll be booing Caleb Williams. He'll have a bad, what's his name? Flores defense will have him all flustered. 31-16. Justin Jefferson comes out. And the reason why I say this, they got to have a story. Chicago play on Thanksgiving against Detroit. They got to have a story. So
that's the story. They was in a dog fight with the Green Bay, lost by block field goal. They come out, they're in a dog fight with Minnesota. Now they're gonna have a dog fight with the Lions. The Lions gonna end up losing 2 games in 5 days.
Don't say that, Dennis.
you
You know me. I done said it already. I got to get my revenge back on Thanksgiving Day. I still got Detroit in my back pocket for a lock of the week. They in my back pocket for the lock of the week.
Oh man, now I can't take. Come on, man, you be messing me up, man. I can't have no fun. Your lock of the week be killing me.
Yeah, he can't have no fun.
Yeah, I can't have no fun.
Yeah, number 3 game of the week. Arizona and Seattle. Number 3 game of the week. This is for the division lead. This is for the division lead. Seattle wins this ball game. They are the division leader, by the way. So Geno Smith is 5-0, or Seattle's 5-0 against Arizona the last 5 times they played. That's kind of shocking to me. I was like, damn. I said, I can't believe they own them and stuff. But that was with Pete Carroll. Now they got Mike McDonald over there, quarterback, or at a head coach or whatever. Look good on defense. So I made this prediction earlier in the week. I said, Seattle Seahawks, if you don't have them in fantasy football and defense, that's a team you might want to sneak up and take because people are telling you not to take them because Arizona's offense is so good. But guess what, Dennis? Forecast for Seattle. In Seattle.
It's rain.
It's rain. And last week they did the same thing to the 49ers. It was raining. This team is a rain type team. So yes. So anyway, now that I said that, what do you think the score going to be between Arizona and Seattle?
Yeah, I'm still taking Arizona. 24-17, Arizona. Still taking Arizona.
And Sharon took Arizona 24-17 as well.
Oh, that's my chocolate girl. I ain't even see her scores. Chocolate girl.
Yes. And I am taking Seattle as an upset special this week because Arizona, I believe, Arizona is a 1 or 2 point favorite this ball game, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and look at my chart. Yeah. Tampa Bay Buccaneers just texted me saying it's game day. I was like, no shit. Arizona is a 1 point favorite. It's almost down to a pick 'em, pretty much. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I guess you could say it's not an upset special. I'll save the next one for an upset special. But anyway, yeah, I'll say the next one for an upset special. But anyway, I got Seattle win this game kind of handily, believe it or not. I think it's going to be the 12th man. The defense is going to score a defensive touchdown with Kyler Murray back there. Seattle's going to be up big. Arizona's going to get some sloppy play to make the game look close. 34-23. Geno puts up some points, still leading the league with the most, passing attempts or whatever. It's a throwing team. Hopefully Kenneth Walker can get back to what he was doing, run the ball. But for some reason, he's been throwing that ball. DK Metcalf's back. He was back last week. Jackson the Goo-Boo, doing his thing.
What you call him?
The Goo-Boo. Yeah, Jackson the Goo-Boo. If he does bad, he the Goo-Boo-Boo.
No, he's going to do
that. They got a guy on the team named Boo-Boo.
But anyway, yeah, Bobo. You talking about Bobo. You talking about
Bobo. Yeah.
Bobo, yeah. You talking about this is Nagoo-Boo. This is Steph's newest favorite player. My son has his jersey. This is her favorite player now because he got her 37 fantasy points one time. He's been averaging like double fantasy points ever since she picked him up. So she likes Jackson Nagoo-Boo. So I just told her, I said, well, DK Metcalf's back. So
DK ain't back yet, right?
Yeah, he back. He played last week. Yep. But Nagoo-Boo still got more points than Metcalf. She wanted me to make sure I told you that.
Okay.
Number 2 game of the week, upset special of the week. Eagles and Rams.
There you go. That's upset special. Go ahead. Pick them LA Rams when they got Rams. less fans than anybody in the NFL.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, if you put their fans
up
and the Chargers fans together,
Philly's a 4-point favorite, 3-point favorite, one of those 3-point, 4-point favorites over.
And Devontae Smith ain't playing.
Devontae Smith ain't playing. But you know what? I look back last year, the Eagles beat this team without Devontae Smith last year. So yeah, they beat him last year. So in Stafford and Kupp and Cooper and Nuka, they all played 2 last year. Then they beat him.
Yeah, it was actually last year that was Cooper Kupp's game back. It was his first game back.
Yeah, he had 160-something yards receiving and something like that. And, They all had AJ Brown had over 100-something yards.
Now, look at Robert talking some Rams by 14. Look at Robert. Look at this hater. Look at the hater. Hi, hater. I see you, Robert. Hi, hater.
It was 23-14 last year, which is kind of unusual with such good fantasy numbers and stuff. But definitely going to be the high scoring game of the week in my book. This is a playoff game. People have been on the Eagles defense being so great. So this is Dennis. What you got here? I mean, this is like I said, the Eagles have already went up to number one in the defensive stats. I saw they took over finally the number one defensive stats. So what you got here?
Now I'm taking the Eagles to win. I'm going to say 28-20.
28-20. He's taking the Eagles to win. Sharon has the Eagles winning 28-24. In my Buc Flair voice, high scoring game of the week, 44-41 Rams. We're going to see one of those Rams-Chiefs games we had a few years back when I was working Monday Night Football and I broadcasted that game when the Rams beat them 55-52. Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff had that amazing Monday Night Football game. So this is going to be a great – Huh?
I thought that was Thursday night.
No, it was a Monday Night Football. I was an announcer. I called. That was back when everybody kept telling me, Buck, you need to do the Monday Night Football game. We're tired of this Jason Witten being on Monday Night Football. They couldn't stand Jason Witten on Monday Night Football. You got to call Monday Night. So everybody tuned in to watch the Buc Flair Show, and I called the Monday Night Football game. I told them, said, just turn your TVs down. Let me call this game. It was magical. I had the best game to call for Monday Night Football because it was 55-52. And the Rams won the game. And it was a high-scoring game on Monday Night Football. This is like.
I thought it was Thursday. I thought it was Thursday.
No, it's Monday night. Jason Witten. Everybody that whole season was mad about the way Jason Witten was calling the games on Monday Night Football. He said, got to do something about it. It's terrible watching football on Monday Night Football. I said, all right, I'll do it. I call it. So I did Monday Night Football by myself, play-by-play. Everybody had TV down. I was like, oh, and I was drinking, so it was a fun night. Yeah, I was saying shit that you couldn't say on TV, like, motherfucker. I said, yeah, couldn't be on that damn live shit with me calling the games. I'd be like John Madden. Anyway, John Madden got away with a lot of stuff, but he really held his composure. Shout out to Saquon Barkley, by the way. They got that in Madden 25, they said. His jump.
I haven't done it yet. They got it on there.
Yeah, so they got it. But anyway, number one game of the week, of course, is the Battle of the Harbaugh brothers on Monday Night Football. It's actually more than that. It's actually a really playoff implication kind of game because they both in the AFC. Ravens know that Pittsburgh lost on Thursday now, which really mentally helps them to fuck out.
Possible AFC championship game?
No, I said this is AFC playoff implications. I didn't say nothing about no AFC championship game.
It couldn't possibly be an AFC championship game, Buck?
No.
Okay.
No. We seen the Chargers. We saw who they were last week. They should have lost to Cincinnati, and they didn't. So they haven't beat a team yet with a winning record. I think the only team they beat with a winning record is the Broncos. That's the only team they beat with a winning record. So now they get the Ravens. John has never lost a gym. All the magic's there for Monday Night Football. Yeah. Chargers and Ravens. Who you got this game?
And it's in LA?
It's in LA. It ain't that weird. How does this go about, Dennis? The Rams got a Sunday Night Football game in LA. Then they got to turn around and clean up that whole goddamn stadium and get it ready for Monday Night Football with the fucking Ravens and the Chargers playing the next day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's weird.
I'm gonna tell you what's even crazy.
If I was LA, I would fire all them motherfuckers that clean up that stadium and say, y'all got the day off. Let's just leave all this shit in the fucking stadium that Eagles fans made. This trashy ass fucking. They just probably gonna throw their drinks down in their cups and their hot dogs and their popcorn, lay it all over the fucking ground and shit. Just leave it for the Ravens when they come in there. Make it because that's what they used to. nasty ass fucking fan leaving shit all in the stadium. Shit, just let the Ravens come in there.
I got one for you. I got one for you that's even deeper than that. Listen to this. The Ravens and the Eagles are in LA this week. The Ravens and Eagles play each other next week on Sunday.
I know it. Yeah. Yes, that's the game you said. I don't care. I don't care about Baltimore. They've knocked me out of the Survivor Series twice.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting on them. Oh, I've been waiting. Oh man, I've been waiting
twice. Are they playing in Eagles? They playing in Philadelphia, ain't they?
No, they playing in Baltimore. We playing in Baltimore. Okay. Don't mean that. It's 2 hours.
Are you going to drive down there to Jay Will's town?
No, them tickets too high. Nosebleed seats was $348.
Oh, you might as well just go to a Taylor Swift concert then. Shit.
I ain't going to Taylor Swift concert. My daughter would like that, but I ain't going to no fucking Taylor Swift concert.
Oh my God. $7,000 a ticket for one ticket. Unbelievable. $7,000 for one ticket to go see Taylor Swift.
She's not that entertaining. That's some Michael Jackson stuff. I remember when people was upset that Michael Jackson was charging $500 a ticket. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, his concerts were unreal.
And that was before social media. People was upset that Michael Jackson was charging $500 a ticket, even though with his ticket it came with.
Steph said I would have paid to see him.
But on his ticket, it came with a dinner. It came with a dinner with his ticket. It was $500 and it came with a dinner.
And it came with a dinner. Ooh.
Came with a dinner.
Damn. Yeah. Dinner and a show. There you go. Dinner and a show. Yeah. But anyway, this Ravens Chargers game, Monday Night Football. This is another one of Steph's games because she's got Lamar in fantasy. I do too.
This is a Baltimore Ravens game for real. Because it seemed like a lot of players that left Baltimore end up going to the Chargers. So
and guess who's there? I'm going to take the Chargers. And J.K. Dobbins in the backfield for Chargers played for Baltimore last year. So this is an interesting ball game here. Right. And plus, the defensive coordinator is in Michigan. That's why that Chargers defense is playing so goddamn good. They're using the same scheme the Wolverines did, the same scheme that Mike McDonald did. He got the same shit going on in the Chargers. Now that's why they up there as a number 2 and 1 ranked defense, the Eagles and the Chargers. So, but like I said, Chargers ain't played nobody yet. So we'll see how it goes. So what you got?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Baltimore's looking for some revenge. Chargers are looking to get a win because a lot of those guys were upset they left Baltimore. This is going to be a close game. I'm going 27-24. I'm giving the Chargers the edge because Baltimore knows how to stay around and lose a game at the end. Yes, so that means I got the Ravens losing 3 in a row. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Sharon's got the Chargers losing 27-24. Yeah, 27-23. She's got the Ravens winning over the Chargers, 27-23. I got the Ravens winning 30-20. Just plain and simple. I thought about it being a high-scoring game because the Ravens secondary is so bad. But the good thing about this is that
my boy LADD.
No, he might be out. That's what scares me.
What you mean? Not my wife. Yes. Not the white boy.
Yeah, he's. That's why I said. That's why I picked up Joshua Palmer. I said Herbert's got to have the ball to throw to somebody because Quentin Johnson ain't gonna do it. All he gonna do is run up the field and try to catch a long touchdown pass like Mike Williams used to do. But
they said he's questionable.
Exactly, but they saying he might not play. So yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So yeah, he might not play. He might not suit up. So yeah.
No, man. I need some LADD in my life.
Yeah, I know you probably got him in fantasy too as well. So yeah, he's one of those that he might not play. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. So
do I take him out and start Mike Evans?
I don't know. I mean, the weather.
No, but you ain't the one. I don't think you'd want to ask on nothing like that.
You asking me, a guy that's probably going to come back and in his mind, he knows he's got 7 games left to play. He's got 700 more yards to catch before he breaks that 1,000-yard mark for the 11th straight year. So that's what he's thinking in his mindset right now. He's just thinking about catching them balls, deep balls, Baker throwing a deep ball. If it happens today in New York, don't be surprised. He catches a long bomb because he's looking about that yardage right now. He knows he's got 350-something yards right now. He was leading the league in touchdowns when he went out. So he's got six right now. So anyway, I'm hoping that Mike can get to 1,000 yards again. That'd be great for him because there's a guy that's going to break that record probably, Justin Jefferson. He got 1,000 yards every year he's been in the league. Hell, he missed 7 games and still got 1,000 yards last year. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mike's missed 4 this year. So that's his quest. But you know what? You got me thinking is that Hall of Fame, first ballot. Never got an All-Pro, Dennis. Never got a first team All-Pro.
No, but he's on the All-Decade team though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's one of the criteria that the NFL Hall of Fame group look at, because Hines Ward, that's the excuse they give us, the reason why he ain't in the Hall of Fame, because he never was first team All-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You cannot tell me that Hines Ward doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. There's just no way he don't. To me, for what he did on the field, blocking, catching, sacrificing to be on those teams, because it was a running type team.
I think that's for for the Steelers Hall of Fame. Yeah, he deserves it. NFL Hall of Fame, that's a distinguished group of gentlemen.
It's not no more, Dennis. After last year's, I done told you, after last year's nominees, they keep putting 7 guys in there because I went there last year and I seen what they're doing. They're building massive amounts in Canton, Ohio, massive amounts to have more players inducted every year into the Hall of Fame. So like Deion Sanders says, I don't want it to be just a football club. I want it to be a Hall of Fame, just like baseball. Yeah. Baseball still has the Hall of Fame because they don't put that many players in just because, he played so long ago. He's a member. Let's put him in the Hall of Fame. So I don't like the way the Hall of Fame's doing it right now. I told you I thought Julius Peppers was an argument last year, but some of those guys that made the Hall of Fame last year, I just shook my head, especially Andre Johnson. Hall of Fame player, first ballot Hall of Fame player on a team like the Texans. No,
he's the best player the Texans ever had.
You know what I mean? No.
Now he's not the best player now, but at that time he was the best player the Texans ever had.
Yeah, but I'm saying no. He you got Reggie Wayne, way more deserving than fucking Andre Johnson, way more deserving.
Well, they came out the same time. Around the same time.
Well,
went to the same school.
Yeah, Reggie Wayne got a little bit more accolades. He played with Andrew Luck and still did good. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Played with Peyton Manning.
He had a great quarterback. You can't say that about Andre Johnson. He ain't had no great quarterback.
No. But they had to throw the ball a lot too, didn't they? Because they was down a lot too. You know what I mean? Same thing. When you down a lot.
I'm just here to tell you, Buck, he got the accolades as well. Now, whether you don't like him, that's up to you. But he wasn't first ballot.
I said that. I said Andre Johnson wasn't the first ballot Hall of Famer. I said it. He shouldn't have been.
Yeah. He deserved to get in the Hall of Fame.
I did. I did say yes. I could see him maybe 4 or 5 years
now. Torrey Holt is somebody I believe that deserves to be in there.
I said that too. I said, how is he not in the Hall of Fame? That guy, greatest show on turf.
I think they're diminishing these guys because they were the B receiver on the team, Reggie Wayne and Torrey Holt.
True. That's the way to do it. But still, I mean, to me, I would have took him easily over Andre Johnson. It's just like the guy that played linebacker for the 49ers. Played 7-8 years. Patrick's what was his name? The guy got in. Willis, yeah. Him. I mean, he got all these accolades for 8 straight years, retired and everything. It's one of those Cam Chancellor kind of deals. You know what I mean?
Cam Chancellor don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he's going to get it there now. If they let Patrick Willis do it, they're going to let him do it. You know what I mean?
He ain't getting in.
You know what I mean? It's just like Earl Thomas. You
know,
all
Earl Thomas ain't getting in either. Only person getting in
how about
from that.
Antonio Brown? How about Antonio Brown?
No, he messed us up, so I ain't gonna say that. If we just talking strictly football, he deserves to be in first ballot. But you got to put all his accolades in it and all his, all the things he done did. Yeah, that's going. He gonna have to wait like 10 years. T.O. waited 5 years. He gonna have to wait like 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Antonio Brown. He's got the accolades to get into the Hall of Fame, but
Ricky Waters ain't even in. Shit.
Well, he don't deserve to be in there.
See what I mean? See how you say
Roger Craig. That's the one I've been talking about for the last 15 years. Roger Craig ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Roger Craig, he ain't in there.
That's the one that's ridiculous or whatever. This is the guy that was the first two-way type player that just because he played with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and all them great 49er defensive players, you got to have something in that running game. And Roger Craig was like,
it took a while for people to get in. It took a long time for Drew Pearson to get in.
Roger Craig was MVP of the league.
Roger Craig won MVP of the NFL?
Yes.
No, Roger Craig didn't win no MVP of the NFL. So.
Look it up.
Roger Craig didn't win no MVP of the NFL. I'm about to look it up right now.
Look it up right now. Look it up. I keep telling you.
Nobody.
The man's stats and everything. Roger Craig was a beast.
Roger Craig, American football player. Very good player. An MVP of the league? Oh, no, he was Offensive Player of the Year, though. He won MVP.
He won MVP?
No, Offensive Player of the Year. 1988.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
That means Joe Montana must have been the MVP, probably. If he was 88, that's about the time that they was.
Well, I know why he ain't get in. He ain't got 12,000 rushing yards.
Well, how many receiving yards he got, Dennis?
4,911.
Okay, and how many rushing yards he got, Dennis?
8,189.
So add those yards together. That's over 13,000 yards on the offensive side of the ball.
No. You got to have 12. You got to have 12,000 rushing yards.
No, you don't. These backs in there, they ain't got no goddamn 12,000 yards.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was offensive MVP, offensive player of the year as a running back. What did he do that season? Look what he did that season. This is in the 80s now when the team ran the ball.
He was first team All-Pro. 4-time Pro Bowler. Won the Jim Thorpe Trophy Award in 1988. The NFL receptions leader in 1985.
Wow.
And he's on the NFL 1980 All-Decade team.
Oh, wow.
Well, he made the All-Decade team. He do need to make the Hall of Fame. Okay. You make the All-Decade team, you need to make the Hall of Fame.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you're reading up and all that good stuff. But I got to get running. It's getting close to game time.
It's 11:30. So you do your thing.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen that came out to see us this morning, you never know. We may end up doing this again. Just want to let y'all know. Things happen. We may end up doing this again. If we get enough votes for it, this may be our thing, the Sunday morning show. If we get enough votes for it, just want to let y'all know. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about the Sunday morning show. Buc Flair and Den.
All right, man. I'm gonna go back to bed. All right, you be good.
All right.
Oh shit.